This is my second vlog assignment for ET 730, Multimedia in Education. Something I learned this week, which was part of an essential question, is how do people learn? Multimedia learning or instructional design should be based on an understanding that people learn from both pictures and words, which is the basis for theory-grounded practice. Something else I learned is that a cognitive theory of multimedia learning assumes that the human information processing system includes dual channels. So one channel for visual pictorial information and the other for auditory and verbal processing. So each channel has limited capacity for processing. And active learning entails carrying out appropriate cognitive processing during learning. So there's a lot of steps involved there, how we go from learning new words or seeing new pictures all the way to getting those into the long-term memory. So principles of multimedia instruction design should be based on an understanding of how people learn from words and pictures. So what I've discovered this week is that for learning to occur, there is a process where students are introduced to images and spoken words, and the goal is that the knowledge will end up in their long-term memory. So keeping that in mind, during my instruction, it's important that I utilize multimedia tools that will provide both visual and auditory information. So as I do this, I need to keep in mind 5 steps in a cognitive theory of multimedia learning. And the first one is selecting relevant words. The second is selecting relevant images. The third is organizing selected words. The fourth is organizing selected images. And then the last one is integrating word-based and image-based representations. So the focus in chapter 3 of our textbook has really focused on learning, the processes involved in learning, and then taking from that, how can I in my classroom apply those different theories to help my students learn better. So I hope that the information has been helpful to you, and I will see you next week.